What is happening, people? Welcome back to day 6 of the reseller group 30-day challenge. Today we have sold 21 items equating to £827 and 187 of that on Vinted. So eBay has definitely taken the spoils over the last 24 hours. Let's get into showing you what's sold. So first up we have a Burgos padded puffer jacket. This is the Hydro Loft. I think I spoke about this previously in one of the other videos. This sold for £27 on Vinted, no fees. I think we listed it at 30. We probably could have gone closer to 40 in my opinion. But I don't do my listings or my pricing. I just mull over it and sometimes I miss. So I think we could have maybe got 40 for this, especially a little bit later in the year. But it's in, it's out, and I would have paid £10 or less for this. So easy money. So next up, Tasha, I think sniped on Vinted a couple of toast blazers. I think we paid maybe 10 each for them. And this one sold really quickly. I think it sold for 45, right? Yeah, £45 on Vinted as well. So a little Vinted to Vinted flip. Easy, at least £30 profit on this. And we've got another one, the other one that we sniped, we've got listed at 60 and it's garnering some interest on Vinted as well. So I love Vinted to Vinted flips because you don't have to worry about fees, etc. Toast blazers, especially this time of year. Again, Sahara, these are wide leg. These are not the linen. I think these were the viscose ones, which hold a little less value. If these were wide leg linen, you'd be aiming for 35 all day long. With some of the lighter weight, more summery style items, I'm taking bigger offers and I'm trying to get it all cleared out, ready for winter season. So next up we have this Bowden blazer, a little bit like Toast, the blazers for Bowden pop. This is a velvet and it's a size 18 in a bright pink, so it's got everything going for it in terms of what Bowden's looking for. Yeah, quick sale as well. This one sold really quickly, maybe within like 2 days, so super happy with that one as well. It also sold for £40 on Vinted, so we can't complain. So there was no fees and stuff like that, and we paid, I think it would have been about £8 to £10 on that, so really good again. Just flying. So a brand that a lot of people steer clear of is Craghoppers. There isn't a huge amount of value in them. However, Craghoppers, if you are going to buy it, you want the big Gore-Tex coats. I've got another one for sale as well. This one sold for £44 and I've got another one for sale for like 50. Yeah, Gore-Tex Craghoppers does really well. And just as a side note, if you're interested in any other Craghoppers that does okay, you want the Nosy Life long sleeve shirts. In men's, not so much women's, you'll get like 25 to £35 for them all day long. So if you are going to pick up Craghoppers, Gore-Tex jackets, Nosy Life shirts. So next up we have this really nice, I think they call it like chic, it's like French style. This is a Cezanne blouse and it's got little embroidered flowers on it. I believe it's sold for £30 on Vinted. We've had it for a little while. Actually, we haven't had it for a little while. We've had it for maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, this sold really quickly on Vinted then. We bought it off Vinted and we wouldn't have paid more than like £8 all in for this. Cezanne is a fantastic brand. A lot of their like broidery anglaise blouses and puffer sleeves and this sort of thing. This right here is exactly what you want from Cezanne. This and the jeans do really well. So next up, again, similar vibes, Greasers, fantastic brand as always. This was a dress and scarf set and it was 100% silk. We would have paid it again somewhere in the region of £10 on Vinted. And this sold for £53 on eBay. And to be honest with you, it was a very quick sale, maybe within 2 weeks. Again, with the dresses, I accept a little bit. I think we got it listed at like 60, so we took a little bit more of an offer on it, and we're trying to get the dresses and the stuff that is more summery out. So next up we have an interesting one, a little bit of a different one. I picked this up from a car boot for £3 and it is a Porsche Motorsport windbreaker, and this sold for £45 on Vinted. I didn't comp it at the time. I didn't know how much it was going to be worth. I just knew it was going to be worth more than £3. I was thinking maybe 25 to 35. So definitely look out for your clothing memorabilia. I know some of the Jaguar stuff does well. Definitely Porsche and definitely Ferrari and stuff like that. So, and also Hackett and Aston Martin do a collab, which is very good if you get some of the nicer stuff. So definitely be looking out on for your motorsport gear and stuff like that. Again, Cezanne, it's a top stroke blouse. It's not really a blouse, but it's a top. It's striped, it's got little gold buttons on the side. Again, very chic, very French, very stylish. With Cezanne, you can get away with picking up some of the smaller items. I didn't mention it before, but that broidery one that we just sold, that was a size 6, and I think this was also a small size. This is a small, so yeah, really good. It's a brand that you can get away with picking up some of the smaller sizes for, which is fantastic because you don't have to worry about it when you're sniping on Vinted or you're in a charity shop. You can just pretty much pick up most of the stuff. So next up, we have a Toast Henley shirt. The Henley is referring to the collar, which is button, and then like an open V. These shirts do really well in multiple different brands, but with the Toast one, you're more looking for the thicker style, maybe some corduroy, that sort of thing. This is a very lightweight standard one, so this one only sold for £28. But again, it's in and it's out. So this brand is new to the series of videos that we're doing. I haven't sold it yet. It's called Marahishi. It's a Japanese brand. Mainly the women's stuff doesn't sell as well as the men's unless you get the nicer bits. This, by the way, is not what you'd expect from Marahishi. You're looking for the Japanese style, like cargo trousers with embroidery on. You're looking for the jackets that are very military, utility, lots of pockets, camo, all that sort of stuff. And this is a bright pink cashmere mixed sweater vest tank top, but it did sell for £40. Probably took around a month to sell, so not too bad at all. Next up, a brand that I kind of like, Tasha buys a lot, and my brother hates. Poetry. Sold for £20. They're wool trousers, so you'd think that they would sell for this time of the year, but they're like dress pants, so maybe it came as part of a set. They sold for £20. Nothing special. Poetry, for me at least, the stuff that I buy sells really quickly, but for not crazy money. So you're usually looking at 25 to 35 on a consistent basis, but it usually sells within the first couple of weeks, so that's always good. But these ones were nothing special. Another one, I think it's new to this video series I'm currently doing. It's a brand called Wise, W-Y-S-E. It's a fantastic brand. I picked up a few bits back in the day, mainly dresses, but these are some slightly wide leg, kind of in the middle jeans. They are cropped. We've had them for a little while, maybe 2 months, but they've sold for £50, so a very strong brand. And again, I believe, this is my own personal belief, is that you can get away with the size and a little bit more on Wise as well. So you can go for this 8 to 14 range as well, and it'd be okay. Again, these ones did take about 2 months, but £50 for a pair of jeans, we'll take it. So next up, a staple brand for the winter is Rab. Outdoor gear, all that sort of stuff. You're looking for the puffers, you're looking for the Gore-Texy or Paratex and stuff like that. This one was an older one and it's not particularly great condition, so I believe this one sold for £25. It's a women's, but yeah. Rab, you're looking for puffers and big jackets. And the gilets like I was wearing the other day. Next up, one that we've had again for probably just the switch over of labels, so probably not that long, maybe 3 or 4 months. This is a Sahara jumper. It's got like a green and black like print on it. It's like maybe an animal print style. This sold for £30, so we'll take it. Next up, we bought these in the summer. They didn't sell in the summer. When did they sell? Yesterday, when it was pissing with rain. These are summer board shorts from Oakley, because they've got a massive spell out on the back. Oakley's a staple brand. Some of the clothing does really well. With the Oakley stuff, you're looking for the software stuff, which the O is kind of like fragmented and kind of does this, if that makes any sense. I'll try, if I remember, I'll try and put a label or like a picture here for you to be able to see it. But you're looking for the Oakley software, which is the older stuff. I've sold jumpers with just this little circle on before for like over 70 to 80 pounds. So fantastic brand to look out for if you get the older stuff. This is a more modern piece, sold for £29.99. And what I will say here is that I know obviously for the last like 6 days we've been uploading every day. One of the reasons is that we're obviously in the reseller group and we're trying to push people to experiment with social media, but obviously it's a reselling group. And one of the things that I believe is one of the most important things when it comes to reselling is consistency. So what we do as a business is we're uploading 20 to 25 items every single day. And we've gone through the struggle period where we were listing 20 and selling 10, and now we're starting to come out the other side. Obviously the seasons have aligned for us. A lot of our clothing is winter stock, so it's starting to creep through and the sales are coming through, but consistency is definitely key. Next up, we have this toast dress. Is corduroy. It's a fit cord, and this sold for £44. We've had it for a little while, big label, and to be honest with you, I don't know why it's sat around for as long as it has. Maybe it is just the season kicking in. I think I did a end and sell similar yesterday, and I think it was listed at 75, and I just dropped it straight down because we've had it for too long. So I put it at 44, and I think somebody snapped it up within the first 2 or 3 hours. So I probably could have got a little bit more if I was a little bit more patient. But again, I'm not. We're getting stuff moving. So next up, again, similar example to the toast. This was part of my end and sell similar yesterday. They were listed at 50. I think we put them back on at 35, and they've sold for 30. These are Nike ACG ski pants. They're women's. Some of their stuff does really, really well, so definitely be on the lookout for it. Again, I'm just semi-impatient, and with ski stuff, I never really know when to sell it because the season window is so small, and then in the summer people can go skiing, so like it's just all over the place. So whenever I get a decent offer that I'm going to make money on for ski stuff, I just get rid of it. So next up we have this. The bag was open, so I thought I'd show you. It's a really, really nice jacket, and I was so tempted to keep this when I picked it up. It was £15 off of Vinted, and it is a Uniqlo Engineered Garments collaboration. It's a fantastic coat, really nice, big pockets, 4 pockets on the front, big utility. This is a very, very well made coat, and this sold for 40. Again, this is very similar to the last 2 items. This was an end and sell similar. We had it priced at $69.99. I put it down to 50 and it sold for 40. Again, this is in clearance. This is a Woolovers lamb cardigan. We've had it for a little while. To be honest with you, Woolovers isn't the best brand. You're looking for the more colourful, more patterned stuff. This has hung around for a little while, so we just get rid. So next up, this has taken forever to sell. I paid £12 on Vinted. It is an extra small, but when you're looking for Ralph Lauren stuff, when it comes to the like polo shirts and the jumpers, you're looking for big ponies, you're looking for big patterns, you're looking for crazy patterns, patchwork, all the colours. This has got the massive big crest, which used to be like a big draw in the Ralph Lauren purchasing community. But again, I think this because it's an extra small. I actually didn't accept an offer of £20 the other day, and I counted at 28, and the guy said it was too much. He was having none of it, didn't want it, and this sold for $39.99 yesterday. So boom! So that was the last item. Again, I said it was just over £800 in sales, 21 items. So we're super happy with that. So thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, all of those jazzy things. Go and follow the reseller group on Instagram. We're doing some great stuff over there. And I just want to shout out everybody that does YouTube and does reselling as a full-time job, because I've only done it for, what is this, day 6? And I found it incredibly difficult to stay consistent already, and we're only 6 days in. And we've got another 24, so yay.